Oh my god, everybody! The start screen didn't break. Amazing! The wonders never cease. Radical, hello, welcome. Thank you for joining us. Mitina, thank you for lurking. And Azimuth, hello, welcome. Hope you're doing all right. And Todis, good luck on third. Did anyone get second? I don't know. but I'm glad you're in there anyway. Yes, hello everybody. Welcome back to stream. It's been based on based on the last game played, somewhere in the region of about 5 weeks, I think, since our last stream. So yeah, sorry about that. We'll in there with the second. Nice. Yeah, Todis, hello. Hemlo. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're all well. I'm doing good. It is I have no idea why I'm so achy today. I've woken up like I did like 10 rounds of the gym yesterday, but I don't know. But doing all right otherwise. Yeah, I just thought we'd have a quick catch up. Radical, thank you very much. It's very kind. Oh, what was that? I think that box might be too high in this screen, and the full little animation didn't catch. Like, I don't know, missed like just like an emote at the top or something. I don't know. Well, thank you anyway. I hope you enjoy your lack of adverts. Blimey, they are horrendous on sort of pretty much any platform. I mean, YouTube is awful. Twitch can be terrible. I mean, some people have it set up. I know, I mean, it's not the streamer's fault. It's it's monetization and all that. It's how things work. Granted, I mean, it's better than sitting down and watching 15 minutes of adverts every hour on good old telly. But I mean, Jesus, at least 15. Thinking about it, but Audible today. What is? Hang on, sorry. I'm trying to think about what I've said. Is that an answer to? How are you? Oh, you are Audible. Oh, did you have a sore throat? Oh, the ads. Oh, I see. Sorry. All right. Yeah. God. Yeah. You get the same ones over and over and over again. Right. Here's a little hint I found with YouTube. If you're watching, this is what I generally do. Right. If you're watching YouTube, and if it's the beginning of a video, obviously it's this won't work in the middle. But if you start a video and it gives you like an advert of like 20 seconds, just immediately quit out of it. I mean, okay, granted this works better on console because you can just quickly press buttons instead of having to mess around with your browser. But just quit out of it, close it, start it up again, and because every time you start it, it re-rolls the the sort of the random advert that it gets sort of from a selection of adverts that are applicable, and just keep re-rolling it until you either get one that's only a few seconds, something you can last with, sometimes I'll acquiesce and sort of watch a 10-second advert if it saves me 20 seconds in general. But Quizlix, what the hell are you doing? Oi! Sorry, he's trying to dig to China or something. I don't know. What are you doing? There's nothing in that. There's never anything in that corner. I don't know why you think there's something there now. Anyway, yeah. So you could do that, or wait, obviously, until like if you keep reloading them, adverts will eventually just come up with one that's like only it gives you the 5-second skip, and then you can just hit the skip button after 5 seconds, and you saved yourself the 20 or 30 second advert. However, I have recently encountered ones where it's like, we're going to give you the same advert. It's 30 seconds long, you can't skip it, and it's every time you reload, it's the same advert and the same advert. I'm like, screw it. Fine, I'll sit here for 30 seconds then. Summer, hello, welcome. I hope you're well. Having a good afternoon, I assume, where you are. Yeah. Oh no, more Syberia. Syberia? Yeah, it will eventually be Syberia. We're just having a quick catch up. Just want to explain why I've been sort of away. I agree. Twitch ads have been getting. They have. It's awful. I mean, like I said, I don't blame streamers or anything. They've got to make their money, and I don't blame the. I know I understand the monetization of it, but more intrusive, repetitive, more frequent. God, yeah. The worst one is when it. Do you know what really pisses me off? When you start up and it gives you an ad, and it'll be like your usual one, maybe even 2 ads, and it's just 30 seconds or whatever, and you're like, right, okay, fair enough. I've set if it done me 30 seconds, and then for some reason randomly it'll just immediately throw you into more ads like you didn't just start. It's like I don't know, maybe like, oh, we've hit the hour, time for more ads. You're like, oh, just watch, you bastards. Exactly. That's the thing. They don't realize. See, that's the thing. If you put on like a television show, and you realize that oh well, it's 15 minutes past. I'm gonna see adverts now. You understand that, and you got 5 minutes, whatever. But when it's every time you start, especially if by accident, like you accidentally skip out or change, like you close your window by accident or something like that, and then you start it up and it's like, oh, here's a whole bunch of new adverts, and it's like, oh god, no. When it's at the beginning of the show or the video or whatever, it's really off-putting. Really interrupted by a cat being a toe biter. Miss all the roundabout ads. You're fine, you haven't missed much. I've seen it a lot. No, DD, hello, welcome. I hope you're well. Hope you're doing okay. And yeah, thank you for coming. Get them on console and chat on my iPad and get them there to a different time. No. Your ad was for football. Oh, the greatest atrocity. Sports boy to tears. Yes, I don't blame you. I am the same. I mean, there is. Do you know what? I've worked out there is only one sport I can honestly enjoy. That is to say, to watch. Because I don't mind playing didn't mind playing sports in general. The concept of, I'm not a very competitive person, so I don't really care about them. And obviously these days I'm not very physical about it, but the point is, back in the day, if we played a bit of football, fine, it's just a run around, kick a ball, that kind of thing. It was just, it's just kids being kids. It was fine. But sitting there and watching sports, I don't get it. So many of them are so slow, and they just there's constant interruptions, and it's just like, well, isn't that interesting? I have very rarely sat and watched sports for any entertainment, and most of the time it's because of it's an event. So the Olympics, that's cool. I don't really care about sports, but I enjoy the Olympics as a thing, as a testament to what we're doing and so on. It's I think it's great. And then you got I used to watch the occasional bit of cricket with my dad, or again, I'm not fussed about cricket, it takes forever to bloody go, but it's more of the experience than the game. But there's one sport I've found that I can watch and I like it, it's entertaining, and that's sumo wrestling. Now, granted, I don't go much out my way to see it, but when I do see it, it's enjoyable, and that's purely because it's so quick. Just like, well, here's two guys, get them on the mat, and here's so and so, and here's so and so. They're different ranks, and fight, dum, it's over. A round almost never lasts more than 30 seconds. It's amazing. Played soccer as a kid. Oh right. I would often yell from the sidelines, "Stop biting the net!" You're not a hamster. They can let you out the other side. It's figure skating count as sport? Well, I guess it's competitive. Figure skating is kick-ass to watch. True, yes. I consider that more almost like an art style, a bit like gymnastics. There is sport involved and it is competitive, but really it's like a physical art. I watch ice skating. At the Olympics. That's the thing. I mean, Jesus. I know people who would sit there and watch the entire Olympics and just have it go through. It's an Olympics, so it must be. Yeah. Get ball to X, boring sport. Well, that's it, exactly. And things like, running. I can sort of appreciate the short ones because you're like, wow, what a burst of speed. It's amazing. But, anybody who watches a marathon or people just doing the 10,000 meters or whatever, round and round and round. And same with cycling and things like that. I don't get it. It's surely these things are more important or interesting to do than to watch. But I can understand watching, an interest though. It's like computer games. I watch people play computer games. Surely the whole point of a game is you play it, not watch other people do it. But it's all about taste, I guess. You can manage in a short period of time. Interesting. Yeah, exactly. Wrestling was fun. It was back when it used to be WWF. That's going back quite a bit though. It had more entertainment to it then, I feel, but it takes itself a little too seriously these days, I think, and I can't get behind the whole the whole feel of it. As well as, of course, these days, we get a whole idea of sort of the background to it. We know that wrestling isn't good. It's not healthy for the people. It's not good. It's not good to the people in any sense. So it sort of takes some of the shine off of it. It's what I partake in the Olympics is eating hot dogs in the crowd. I think it works with any of the sports. Exactly. You're not meant to do it competitively. You can add it if you like, but it's not competitive. Don't worry. What's your opinion on choxing or extreme ironing? Choxing, fine if you can do it. Extreme ironing, I think there's easier ways to iron, to be honest. That doesn't need to be competitive or extreme. It doesn't count because it's equal entertainment driven. It is sport driven, yeah. Dressage is a pointless. Yes. Well, yeah, my views on horse riding don't go that far anyway, so, that's not, doesn't help. Oh, thank you for the hoping cookies. Swede rolling contest near where I grew up. What about cheese rolling? That's not a sport. I don't think rolling a cheese is a sport. Chasing after it's not even a sport. That's just that's a pastime. It's an entertainment of some description. It's an event, but certainly not a sport. Hot dog eating is terrifying. Oh God, yeah, there is actually that. Obviously, not in the crowds, obviously, but yeah. Oh God, and the whole. Well, you've got to dunk it in water so you can eat it quicker because otherwise it's too dry. And it's like, that can't taste nice after that. So what's the point? You're not enjoying the hot dogs. Not that I think competitive eating of any kind is good because it just detracts from all the fun. Is it funny watching? Game of stories, so they're funny watching without play. True, yes. Into sports, you know who the players are. You could read a story into it. Yeah, make up your own little like drama. It's more interesting. Running is so boring. True, yes. Oh yeah, the whole just some of the winter sports are they're so crazy. Bobsled and ski jumping and all that. It's the kind of stuff that I don't know as if it really takes huge amounts of okay. Going to shoot myself in the foot here probably, but I don't know if it takes huge amounts of skill to compete in. Like, well, I guess it's more skill than physical attributes more than anything. Obviously there's no real skill in running, but you have to really train to be a runner. I'm sure there's little bits here and there, but makes my tummy hurt. Oh God, yeah, I can imagine. Back to lurking. Thank you for lurking. Thank you for dropping in. And hopefully a trip to the hospital to vomit for hours. Yeah. But when it comes to like ski jumping, there's obviously skill involved, but I can't imagine you have to be like peak physical, performance. It's more just a matter of do it well more than anything, It takes teamwork. Easiest to roll. Yeah. What are you implying? And so can end up back where they started. I don't see the point. No, exactly. Yeah. It's a bit like I always felt kind of the same on a treadmill. I always felt like I should be like out running somewhere else, actually seeing the world, putting all this effort into going places, and I'm not actually going anywhere. But then, of course, it's harder to get back, and and my legs, for some reason, my legs coped fine on a treadmill. But as soon as I started like road running, they just they killed me. At least with skiing, they end up at a different point. True. Up the mountain doesn't go quick. Oh, that's just on one of those little seats they get to drag you up. That'd be fun though. Oh my God, if they could speed that up and then just whip you up the hill and see how far you can go, that'd be amazing. Your feet to come down and take some of. Exactly, true. Yeah, the road doesn't give a shit. It's just like. Sorry, what? Someone's shouting in the background. You all right? She's fine. She didn't respond, so I assume she was okay. Hang on. It sounds like she's having some kind of fit. One second. Right, it's all good. She's not dying. It's fine. Right, okay. Ground doesn't care. Sand doesn't care. Send the daily. Have I got that already? Or is that the one's active now? Oh, that's that one. Hang on, let me have a quick look. We're going to check puppies. Oh. Oh. The dog carrying 2 little puppies sidecar. 1 on each side. Oh. That is indeed adorable. Thank you, Didi. I think professional sport can be more boring because the round's so quick, or they don't score as much. For example, tennis, 2 hits and done. Amateurs take a bit longer. True, exactly. That's the thing. It's all about. It becomes so sort of streamlined that it's just like, well, where is the entertainment in this? It's all good she's not dying. You know, there's a whole spectrum between good and not dying. It's not that clear cut. It's you haven't been in our house, have you? That's all I need to know. She's not dying. It's fine. Everything else I can wait till later. I mean, granted, you know, she could be, you know, already dead. There is that, but I have ascertained she is not that as well, so it's fine. But yeah. Anyway, right, where were we? Yeah, we were talking about sports and so on, but wow. Stream took a while for that to catch up, I think. Anyway, doesn't matter. Point is, right, so where have we been? It's been 5 weeks ish. I haven't really counted, to be honest, but it's somewhere around that. And yeah, we just I had a couple of weeks not very well, just you know, usual sort of health stuff, and I was just like, fine. And then I caught a cold. Exactly. If they can respond and they're not swearing, it's all good. Yeah, exactly. Even then, as long as the swearing is, you know, like, fuck, I stubbed my toe or something, you know. With things like domino patterns. Good to know. Where does that come into it? Have I missed something? I feel like, God, my brain is everywhere. I feel like 5 weeks and 4 days. I just counted. Oh, blimey. Oh, I see what you mean. Sorry, right. Literally, when you said domino patterns, I thought of like someone playing dominoes, and you know how it just sort of creates like a weird like maze on the table. I was like, an interesting thing to enjoy, but sure, if that's what. And then right, I see what you're saying about the whole knocking dominoes over. Okay, that is indeed more interesting to watch. Granted, when it's so quick. I think of the kitty with the human head. Yeah, yeah. I showed that to the wife. With a very dapper. It's been very confusing for other people, but it's essentially it's just a cat there loafing, and it has little fake hands in front of its paws, so it looks like it has real tiny hands, and then it has like a tiny little, I assume it's like a little paper top hat on. It's just very funny. Oh, but what was I saying? Oh yes, yeah. So a couple of weeks not well. Then I caught a cold. We both caught cold. It hit wifey for longer. But yeah, Jesus. So we just that took like, I mean, I burned through it pretty quick. I caught it on like, I seemed to catch it on like the Friday, and by Monday I was doing a very calm, dapper kitty it is. And then by Monday I was doing I was generally better. So I'd gone through all the main symptoms, but I was just you know, that whole sort of like lingering, stuffed up kind of cold, you know. And someone put pen line on. It looks so fun. Oh, I think I know the ones you're talking about. Yeah. Oh, always the way it is. Yeah. Dan, I'm fine. I was just having a joke. The double cute cat was lovely. Because nearly 20 years, it's how things go. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Nah, got a room on the weekend. Exactly. I mean, obviously it doesn't apply to me, but exactly the same. It was the same for the wife, and yeah, because annoying, she caught the cold. She caught the same cold I had afterwards. Now I thought I'd caught the cold off her, but apparently it's completely something unrelated. Like she'd had like some sinus problem or something, and then so I thought that was a cold, but no, apparently I then caught a cold and gave it to her, so it made her even worse for longer. But yeah, and then whilst we were still recovering, we got a viewing on a new house, which is something we've been return to sender, exactly. Something we've been looking for a while. But I don't know how much I've spoken about it. Sharing is the best caring, unless it's food, and then you care to leave alone. Well, she didn't glare at much, to be honest. She was, you know, it comes later. But yeah, so I don't know how much I've said, but you know, we've been looking for a house. Generally, it's, you know, been a long time. When we moved into this place, because it's too small for us, generally. Joey doesn't share food. No, and neither do I. Exactly. No one in a sense shares food. That's just madness. When we moved in here, it was always a stopgap because we had to move, and it was a good place. You know, we were like, we'll take it as soon as we saw it, kind of thing. You know, so and that was been 16 years. And we were just like, holy shit, we've been here way too long. This place is not enough for us. And we've been... But the thing is, it was like when we moved in, then like the house market crashed in 2008 along with all the banks and everything. And then after that, it was just... We could never sort of seem to get enough money behind us to catch up with the market. And then the market would crash again anyway, and we would never have enough. Or, you know, or people wouldn't be lending enough would be the problem, you know. So the market, you know, the house prices drop, but then the amount you could borrow on them also drops. And so you can never sort of seem to catch up, you know. But... Anyway, so the point is, we've been looking. The last few years, we've made a concerted effort to try and find stuff. Bring dice into the assistance, although I suppose assume we don't. Yeah. Bigger the house, the cats will get along with. Well, there is that, exactly. We sort of hoped so. But we saw a place, anyway, and it suited our needs, and we made an offer, and they accepted. So it was all going to plan, it was all going great. And then, unfortunately, like 10 days afterwards or so, you know, so we're all geared up. We started packing... we sort of we let people know because we're like, well, because the thing is, what happened was the house had no chain on it. Now we've only ever moved, but only into rented places. I'm not aware of sort of the general house buying process. So when this was like, right, okay, so there's no chain, they've accepted the offer. How far do we take? You know, how quickly does this go? And then I was just like, right, okay. You know, so I was just like, well, if we get the money and there's no chain, we give them the money, we have the place. So I was thinking, crap, we're going to be out in like 6 to 8 weeks or something at this rate. You know, it's going to be insane. I don't know. You know, I was guessing. I don't know. But so I started packing because it's going to take a long time to pack this place up. And then, you know, and then of course you can never find boxes when you need them because of course they're not something everybody does need. And Jesus, if you want to buy them, it's expensive. We're like, it's cardboard. You know, do you know how much... This stuff just goes around things for free most of the time, you know. But it's crazy. Anyway, so we started packing up and everything, and then we heard they couldn't get us the mortgage because it turns out like the lender specifically wouldn't lend to this place because of a contractual thing. So we were just like, right, okay, well that kind of screwed us over. So we were like, oh shit, you know, it's all, you know, essentially it sort of fell apart. We never really had it, but it kind of fell apart, and now we're just kind of half packed. Well, not half packed, you know, not technically halfway packed, but we've got boxes everywhere and we're just sort of surrounded by it's not messy, but a little more cramped than it was slightly because things are not quite where they should be. And you know what it's like when you can't take DVDs off a shelf and put them in a box and they take up less space, you know, because you've now got the shelf and a box of DVDs. It's crazy. So that kind of stuff. Although I didn't realize how many DVDs I had. I think I hit box 10 of DVDs. And then I hit the shelf of DVDs. Stuff you got until you have to shut. Yeah, exactly. It's crazy. I mean, granted, it's, you know, some of it was being thoroughly packaged, you know, for wrapped up with bubble wrap and stuff to make. So, you know, some of it takes up a lot more space than it would otherwise generally. But anyway, so the point is, you know, so that takes us up to like last week. We found out, and then we've got a viewing on a place later. Nothing to report on that. We don't know. You know, you never know these things. It's somewhere to look at, and we'll see what happens. But so you know, the market's there. We're still looking around. We're adamant now because the odd thing is like when declutter time. You keep saying that. I'm starting to think you've got some kind of weird obsession with decluttering. Maybe you should just make it a job. Just go into other people's houses. It's like some kind of like itch you have to scratch, and you get to do that, helping other people declutter. But yeah, so when we found out, you know, the possibility of moving, and we sort of kind of in our heads kind of committed because we're like, well, what's going to stop us, you know? But of course, something came along. But in our heads, we were just like, well, it's really weird. As soon as you sort of realise all the things we've been putting up with as here, because of course this has been our home for 16 years or whatever. And we're just like, well, now it didn't feel like our home because that's a giant bonfire and what? I'm telling you, which on the right, which party has an obsession? True. But yeah, so we were just like, well, there's all these little things you put up with because you go, it's, you know, ours, and so like that door sticks a bit. Well, that's fine, it always does that, and all that kind of thing. But then you start to, it's like I was saying to someone, I was like, I can't wait until we move out of this place, because after the landlord had the windows and doors refitted, with because it was used when we moved in, it was an original wood, which was sort of looking kind of crappy, and it's not very energy efficient and things like that. So they had the whole lot redone for double glazing, and it was all well and good. But the front door, has one of those letterboxes that has, which of course doesn't mean anything if you're not in a place that has letterboxes, but it has a letterbox that has bristles on to try and keep the draft out. It's definitely, there's an obsession. The bonfire was a good cue. Yeah. It has one of those letterboxes that has the bristles on. Now the problem is the bristles are held in by like plastic clips, and within like 2 weeks of the door being installed, the postman just put, or the like paper boy or whatever, just put something through, and it snapped one or two of the little plastic things holding in the bristles, which means that it now clips back in. But every time we get post, every time, it knocks out the bristles. So for like somewhere at least the last decade is all I can say, but at least the last decade, if not more. Actually, probably thinking about Jesus, probably somewhere around about 12 years. Almost every day, something has knocked out those bristles, and I've put them back. And I'm just like, I look so forward to not having to replace those bristles anymore. It's just something I just do, but when you think about not having to have to do it anymore, it suddenly becomes really interesting as to a life you could have had without it. Glue it. I don't really like the idea of messing around too much with it. It's like I even looked into replacing it, but the problem is it's kind of bespoke for the door. It's not an average size. You can't just buy new ones and screw them back on, because it's built into the double glazed door. Like it's double glazed and UPVC. Tape a bag under the opening, but then I'd have to just go through the bag to get the post out, and I'd still probably have to clip it back in because it always falls out. I could remove it. I mean, during the summer months, it wouldn't matter if it's there, but in the winter, you definitely want it there to stop it. Is it the Dutch at all? It depends which way you're trying to roll them, I guess. Sideways, it shouldn't matter too much, surely, but end over end, that's going to be harder. Two-part epoxy. See that again, like the same with the glue, I guess. I don't like the idea of touching it. I haven't replaced it because we can't. It's not easy to replace. I'd literally think you'd have to go back to the manufacturer to get a new one. Who'd probably just replace it with the same one. But then also, I don't really want to start like taking glue to it and things like that, because it's not ours, and I don't want them really sort of saying, well, you mucked it up by gluing it. Does that make sense? It's sort of, I'd rather at least at some point be able to say to them, well, it just broke, and here's what it is. Not them sort of saying, well, yeah, it broke, but rather than tell us it broke, you just fucked it up with some glue or something like that. I don't know. I get a bit sort of, we've done a lot and they haven't really been too fussed about. We put shelves up and they don't care about the walls. We put I fixed up the gate, and we have like a little outside cupboard, which is like where the fuse boxes and things like that. I fixed up the door on that, and they don't seem too fussed about it because the thing was bloody falling apart. I guess it's better that I fix it than they have to replace it, which would be more expensive. But this little thing, I'm just like, let them deal with that. It's like we have a dodgy door handle on the bathroom. It's sort of one of these days it'll probably just snap, but at the moment it's gone very loose. Again, I'm not going to replace the door handle. I'm also not going to pester them about it, because we're sort of in that situation now, because the idea of moving was that we were like, well, we've known a few people who have had their rented houses sold out from under them, because a lot of owners are struggling to keep up with mortgages, and they just find it easier just to sell the property than have to try and keep raising rents and things like that, So we're just like, well, we don't want to bother them too much because we're kind of sitting pretty at the moment. And if we start hassling them with little things, they might just go, well, do you know what? We've had too much. Either your rent's going up to a point we can't afford it, or we'll boot you out, and or we'll sell it, and then the rent will go up anyway, and we'll get booted out, whatever. Type of bag onto it. Yeah. Okay. Oh, hydrate. Thank you. Glue the letterbox shut. That's probably more appropriate, to be fair, but not very helpful. Greater stability on rough terrain. Speaking of little irritants, I've got a big one. The other day, my bed frame broke. Oh, while I was on bed, of course. Thankfully, it didn't fully collapse when I'm stuck on the guest mattress. Oh, no. Oh, God. Our beds are surprisingly expensive. I understand. Right. Long story short, my dad used to sell beds. Not like it was just one of the many jobs he had over the years. And I understand the argument. You know, the whole selling tactic is you spend like a third of your life in bed. It should be a good one. It should cost you a lot. I can understand that reasoning. I completely do. But I also just, like all furniture, I just look at it and I go, it's some wood glued together or screwed together and nailed or whatever with some fabric stapled onto it. And you're going to charge me £600 for this. It's a joke, you know. It's absolutely insane. And oh, okay. Yeah, that sounds relatively easy. Well, hopefully they can get that done pretty quick then. That's all right. Cool. Okay, right. Anyway, so we are playing Syberia. All right, let's jump to the game. See if I can remember all my buttons correctly. Is it this one? It is. There we go. Woo. Okay. Obviously, there's no sound at the moment because I haven't tabbed into it. But we are... I guess we're going to talk to this guy. We're trying to get him to... We're trying to get something working, aren't we? We need to travel via... Not spaceship or rocket or anything like that. This was a place that had a rocket. We've got to go... There's a blimp of some kind. We've got to activate the blimp. That's it. Right. We're back in. Holy cow. Let me know how the sound is. I probably adjusted it for Ripper and I don't know what it's at now. Is that loud enough? It might actually be a fraction loud. Let me just... turn that down a bit. Back environment, got to send a link to someone. No, okay, fair enough. Thank you for looking. Right, okay. Yes, okay, yeah. Sorry, I should get gaming, but it's always nice to chat to everybody. Oh, do you know what I should do though? Update the stream info. Aha, I remembered. Title doesn't matter. Where's the stream? No, I don't. Wait away. Oh, change the category to Syberia. I'm not used to this app area. I've got to get used to it. All right, Syberia. This one. Oh my God! There's one person playing this. Save. I think that worked. That should have worked. Okay. Thank you, Dee. Okay. I'll assume that worked. Right. Okay. So, this guy.
Calm down. It's all right. Just a little wake-up call.
Oh yeah, we
that's
splashed
all.
water on him, didn't we?
You must have had quite a bit to drink.
Gee, you're right there. Not the first time either. Probably won't be the last. Man, my head. Please, could you whisper?
Please, do excuse me. But it was the only way I could think of to bring you back to your senses.
A little extreme.
Yeah, exactly.
Maybe. But I get the impression you're a lady who likes to see results.
To be fair, considering how drunk he was, he sobered up real quick. He got a tiny nap and some water on him. What's this idea that water sobers you up? I mean, obviously, if you drink it, it's good for you, but it's no good otherwise. Hello, cat. What's the matter? Right, what are we talking about? The airship. Here we are.
Do you think the airship still works?
No idea. It has been so long since it was used.
And then I've got to learn how to use it, too.
You won't have any worries there. It has an automatic pilot. Go visit if you want. Here's the key.
Ooh, excellent.
Thanks.
Right, okay. Nice. So he's given us the key. Bird? Can't remember what Mythbusters determined about the watch splash. What's the watch splash?
There aren't many vehicles on this base.
Had a lot of
When
fun
they
that day,
decided
though.
to close the Cosmodrome,
Okay.
they towed all the useful equipment away.
It doesn't matter. I'll find some other way.
Oh, water
If I can
splash.
help,
Oh, sorry.
please,
Okay.
Just ask.
Still. What were they aiming to do? Surely they didn't get drunk. Or did they actually? Was that the point? That was becoming actual words. So did they actually just get drunk and then... Oh, they got drunk and they got splashed with water to see what happened. Okay. Oh, wow. Okay. Oh, God. Yeah, that can't have been fun the next day, though. Eesh. Exercise? Oh, God. Oh, no. That's the last thing you want to do. More of the dog that bit you. Getting slapped. Well, okay. So none of that really sounds appealing. How is that meant to make you feel better about being drunk?
Thank you so much for helping me. I'm sorry to have woken you up like that.
It's been great talking to you, ma'am.
Bowl of cold water.
I think I'll
Ow.
take 40 winks right now.
Standing up. Right. Okay. We'll go see what this key opens up for us. A sobering effect. Oy. Thing is, though, surely it's just you could do. That's pure chemistry, though. You know. I mean, something could sort of bring you out of it, you know, temporarily, but you're still drunk, you know. Straight line. Oh no. It's going to be a struggle sober half the time. But it is Mythbusters, true, yeah. Okay. This is nice to know. Oh, it's a lever?
Doesn't look like that works.
Good to know. Right there, that's the door. So there's just... Okay, there's just nothing going. Looks like it doesn't have power. Although it looks clockwork. Right, okay. There was that thing across the way, wasn't it? It wanted like a blood sample or something crazy to get going. Let's go back that way, see what it says. Yeah, I guess there is a reason why those things are, you know, myths as opposed to anything else. But still, you wouldn't have to necessarily reproduce these things to debunk some of these myths. It's just like, well, that's not going to happen. You know, anyone vaguely... Oh, hello. Why has he moved over here?
There you are. I was looking for you. I've managed to trigger the autopilot mechanism, but the airship still won't take off. Do you know why?
Maybe. I've got some idea. But you look like you're a pretty good mechanic.
Let's just say that since the start of the journey, I've managed to get by and get to know Hans Varlberg's strange contraptions.
Okay.
Right.
I have a deal to make with you.
Oh, God.
I've been living in this dumb launcher site for years. And I've always said that one of these days I'm going to the stars on that flying wing. And I better make that trip before vodka stews my brain.
Too late.
But I gotta know how it works. And you look like you might have some clue at least. If you could help me get to the stars, I'll tell you how the airship works.
Do you have any idea why?
What do you say?
Yes, it's because you touch us.
Deal?
Why not? I'll see what I can do for you.
That's your answer to everything. Right, so the crane takes the capsule. Hang on, let's go up here again, see what it says. I honestly can't remember what this little room was telling us. Oh, okay. Now he wanders away again. Right. Okay, yeah, we needed something here. Oh, wait, this does work? Why does this work now? I'm sure I pressed these buttons now. I seek nomi's. Also, Mama Cut. Oh, okay. No problem, Diddy. Blood sample required. That's the one. Where the hell does it want a blood sample? What am I doing here exactly? How is this helping? Unauthorized procedure. I wish that would go away quicker. Yeah, a blood sample is required to spin it, apparently. Go away. I'm pressing buttons quickly. And to do that. Right, okay. Good. Oh, can I skip it? Yeah, oh, okay, right click skips it. No problem. So what I got? Vodka. Can I pass off the vodka as a blood supply? Is that not... Would that possibly do it? Let's just see what's... Nothing else going on around here. No. Okay. Let's go see what... Did we keep it raised? Or was it lowered? I can't remember. Yeah, we raised it. Okay. How is that helpful? I don't know. Hello? Oh, that goes that way round? Oh, okay. That's all that. I thought there was another... Okay, it doesn't matter. Run. Run like the wind. Oh, hang on. I'm getting a phone call. 1 second. Right, sorry about that, everybody. I just suddenly noticed my phone was ringing because it's on silent. I couldn't tell. And just confirming the appointment we have later. It's all good. Right, okay. Okay. So where the hell did he go then? Where does he run off to? Oh my god, he's not... Oh no, hang on. Surely he's not in there, is he? This will be really long-winded. This is the bit that kind of annoys me. I'm just like, come on, quickly. Move somewhere quickly. And it's just like, oh, I'm going to meander up these stairs. Very slowly. So since he walked off to the left, I don't know whether it was... Right, okay. Right. So he's absolutely not here. Okay. Unlock and back. Welcome back. Thank you for unlocking. Right, yeah, this was the place I didn't see before. So I haven't looked at it. Where's the exit? There it is. Okay, so maybe... Because he walked off left, but then he also came from left. So I assume maybe he might have gone back this way, but it appears he may have gone round towards the air balloon? Maybe he can tell us more there. Should we just go to him and say, no, needs a blood sample? What are you going to do about that? And whose blood sample does it need? Is it like to prove they're not drunk? Does it need ours? Because he's too drunk? That's crazy. But are these the needles? Just giant syringes. Where did he go? Okay, so he's not here at all. How the hell are we meant to talk to him again or teach him how it works? He's not around. I think I made a joke about the syringes there last time. Never mind. Anyway, okay. Back the other way. He knows you're after his blood. He does. He's like, screw it, this. Getting out of here. That's all that exit. Okay. Maybe I've got to put this down again. But I couldn't interact with it when it was down. I don't see the point. Oh, surely I don't have to backtrack. No, because I can't have to backtrack any further, surely. That would be madness. So we must have put this in and got it going. And then we've got this stage. Nothing else here works. I don't understand what this panel here. And freshly coloured. Oh, nummies. Ooh, what do you got for nummies? If you don't mind me asking. I had rolls for breakfast basically. What happens is like we do our shopping on Monday, so I treat myself to some fresh rolls. Oh, he's back. Oh, because he was in that. Was he? Was that why he wasn't here? Because he got inside that and I had to move it. All right, okay, hang on. Got cereal. Fair enough.
Why is it taking so long?
Just a bit longer, if you can. I'm doing my best.
I'm sorry, I just couldn't wait. Put yourself in my shoes. I've been dreaming of this moment for so long.
Then you can wait a bit longer.
What are you tinkering with? I'm sorry.
That's the exit, isn't it? So he won't answer any more questions. What the hell? Oh yeah, yeah. So on Mondays we buy ourselves like fresh rolls, and I had some left over this morning, so I had a couple, and then I was like, wow, I'm done, thanks. I'll save the rest for later. So wait, hang on. Is this him? This whole box here? It is.
What do you-
Okay.
Just
I'm sorry.
Yeah. What the hell have we got here? Can I? No, I can't get him more drunk. Okay. Thing is, though, I don't even know. None of that's relevant because I can't do anything with it. Like, I don't know how to supply a blood sample. You know. Metal shears, that'll do it. Oh no. Okay. Screwdriver. No. Okay. So I mean, you know, I don't have any place to put things. Okay, hang on. I feel like since nothing is happening now, the next stage is probably lift it up and go from there. I can't think why, but we'll do that. I feel like I'm going to need to get a walkthrough open again. All right, lift it up. Oh, can I turn it off and just leave him there? Bye. Blood sample required. But like I said, look, where is the blood sample required? How and when? Brush Siggy, he'll get a blood sample quickly enough. True, yeah. Yeah. Count tear to pieces. Oh, can I be further intrusive and ask what cereal it is you're eating? Because that, see, is something that I don't feel enough people understand. Cereal is really good, but only very specific ones. The hole with the needle right on the right panel. Wait, what? Wait, what? Hole with a needle? What, on this part? Oh, is that... But I can't do anything with that. Muesli is rubbish, though. Muesli's not cereal. It's not good in any fashion. Is that what that is? I thought it was like... Oh my god, it has a tiny hand on it. Okay.
if that's going to work, it looks like something's missing.
Oh, you saved us, Totus. Thank you. Blood testing apparatus. Do I... Hang on. Do I have to put it down? No, I can't. Wait, I can't put it down? Wait.
Hey, listen!
Nah. I could take that now. Okay. Right, okay, we'll start there. Go stab him with it, yeah. All of you are good. Oh, thank you, dude. It's very kind. And the hydrate as well. My whistly water bottle. There we go. Right, okay. Here he is, okay. Places, everybody. You're right. Just go stab him. There's blood in my vodka stream.
Comrade Boris, I need a few drops of your blood.
Excuse me?
To get the centrifuge going, we'll need to analyze the pilot's blood. If you're going to the stars, you've got to be in good health, you see? That's why I need a blood sample. It won't hurt.
Lies.
There's two things a good soldier is always ready to do. Drop his pants and spill his blood. Go ahead.
Don't get them confused.
I'll only be needing your blood.
Yes.
My pleasure, ma'am.
But I do need it out of your penis. Cereal is made of people. They have a serial killer cafe near us. I want to go. There's one in London. Plans to go to either soon. Serial killer cafe. Well, I mean, cereal's great. You know, certain specific ones. But I'm not. I can't sort of say that. You know, it's like I would eat it all day. Wrong time to return. Or the right time. Welcome back. Catch us taking the blood of someone who described himself as a good soldier. That's all we do. Right, okay. Up it goes. Test the blood. Blood sample refused. Alcohol level too high. Fuck, I knew it. Oh, Jesus. Yep, do your own. See, it does hurt. It does hurt. Okay. From his dingling. No, it was just he mentioned about how a good soldier does, is ready to do two things: drop his pants and and spill blood. so like, we'll just need the blood, but we'll need it from somewhere painful. And do mixes like a crunchy cocktail in milk. Yeah, fair enough. That's the thing. I'm not sure it really needs to exist, but it's better than most things. I'd rather go to that than some other restaurants. Your blood alcohol is too high. What are you talking about? I don't drink.
Okay, I think I figured out how it works. Get settled in and let's go.
Pop-Tarts, let me do these things. Don't have gelatin. Vegetabilists can partake in those. Oh, this is a... Oh my
Colonel,
God.
are you all right?
Never been better. Head's spinning a bit, but I am used to that. I'm a professional pilot.
True. Okay. Okay. The game freeze. Oh! Jesus, okay. Thank God.
Clear as smog. Can you speak up?
I'm ready. Press the launch button.
Oh, was he walking somewhere? I completely missed that animation. Buried randos off the street and feed them into the machine. But he hasn't told us how to use it yet. He's going to radio it in? Push the button. Commencing countdown.
Takeoff procedure engaged. Countdown commencing.
Azimut, thank you for
Colonel,
the subscription.
You've forgotten to tell me the secret of the airship. What do I have to do?
The airship
Oh, he's
will
there.
need to be cranked up.
That's it? It needs cranking, like everything else. Can't we just take this universal key here and, do whatever? Is he...
10.
Oh, no, okay.
9.
Oh,
8,
here he is.
7. 6.
Yeah,
5,
thumbs up.
4. 3. 2. 1. 0. We have liftoff.
I'd just like to point out, we... He threw down a crank at least. Yeah, true. But we passed his physical for him. He, this is never going to end well. It's going to crash like a missile into a foreign country rather than start a new war. To infinity and beyond. Or you're going to die. Yeah. You're going to die. No, exactly. Yeah, we got other things to do. Other shit to fry? Oh, that's not right, is it? Where did the crank go? Did it... Just making sure I'm not missing it here. It doesn't look like it. So it must be around the other side. He did seem quite far away, but I just wanted to... is this it? Thankfully, it's nice and brightly coloured. Already sold factory device. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. We've got a fruitless mission to complete. So where do we crank then? I don't recall seeing any crank holes. Excuse me, thingy. Let me crank your thingy. Where am I going? Up here? No. Over here? Am I? All they needed to do was have us coming in for the last stage of negotiations, not the final bits or sign up. Yeah. In the butt. I kind of assumed that might be where it would go, or at least the back or something like that, but am I just missing another hand or something? See, we've got this bit here.
Doesn't look like that works.
No, true. Where the hell does the... Try the front instead. I ain't yanking that crank. Crank wee. My pinky was a key. Okay, so outside maybe? Some kind of port I'm missing? I assume that's still the door. This is all door. Yeah, door. Where the hell does the crank go? I'm cool. I win. We know this place is insane, yeah. I mean, that's where I would put it, to be fair. Just, you know, for the gills, but still. Crank the balloon. I don't know. I can't see anything else to interact with. So, you know, just trying to think. If it's not here, where else could it be? Because there's nowhere else we interact with the balloon. Or, I mean, it's not... Is it even a balloon? Is the crank just for the pilot? Where the... Jesus God, I'm going to have to look this up just to find out where the hell this damn balloon crank's from. Hang on. 1 second, everybody. Gonna be gamer walkthroughs? Do I trust them? I thought I already had this. Game Boomers, that's the guy of it. Oh no, I was using the universal hint system, wasn't I? Be right back. No problem, thank you. That's where it was. No, it's not Siberian Husky. Universal hint system. What's wrong with this? It's like UHS. Did you mean Husky? No, funny enough. I didn't get them all in the wrong place. Cosmodrome, here we are. Right, pilot. Make a deal. Yeah, that's fine. Airship needs to be cranked, yeah. The ground, left side of the air. Where do I use the crank handle? Here we are. What, really? It's to use the siren. So it's not a... What? Okay. Apparently this is... The handle is to do with the birds, not... Right. So maybe it... It doesn't need cranking. The siren needs cranking, which will get rid of the birds, which will somehow make the balloon work? Okay. I'm putting this one down to... not having played for over a month. That's my excuse, and I'm sticking to it. Because somewhere around here, there's that, is it up? There's a siren of some description. Like an air raid siren. And we couldn't work with it because we had nothing to do. Like, no objects to interact with. So somewhere over here, it's up here, this is it. Oh, yeah, because we can see this over here. So is the automaton, like, bird-powered or non-bird powered? I can't... When there are birds nearby, he cannot function. I'm so far behind with Duolingo. That's not how that's meant to work. You're meant to keep up with it. It's meant to be easy. How do you get behind with it? Oh, parrots? What the hell are they doing here? Right, so the siren makes the eagle go out and scare the birds away, or even kill them. Again, is the automaton somehow just restricted from working with birds? I don't get that. I do remember you mentioning about how... I forget to do... Well, yeah, you... Okay. Not to call you out or anything, but I do remember you mentioning about how you do like to turn off every alarm you have for it. Is it really called forgetting if you ignore it? Actually, something? Apparently. Yeah, we'll go back to the airship and see what's happened. He's afraid of birds. Well, that's it. The automaton just didn't work. Is there some kind of bird proximity sensor? I don't get it. But we'll see. Yeah, so now there's no flocks of... Why were they all around it? I don't get it. All this place and they're just like, birds nearby. Was there a bird in the way? No. Because we don't have the crank anymore. Sorry, I'm still thinking about cranks. So now, do we just pull this and it unobstructed? What's going on? Wait, what? Were they clogging up the hurt living thing? Oh. Maybe? Ages. By the time I get back to it, be way behind the level was at and won't understand it. That is a problem. When you ignore it, yeah, granted, you do sort of tend to just lose track of what you're doing. I end up worrying so much about my daily streak that I don't actually learn anything new. I'm just like, no, I've got to do today's to make sure I keep my streak, and that's it. I think I'm nearly at 2 solid years of not really learning a lot. You think in 2 years it could learn a whole language, but apparently not. It looks so sturdy, yeah. Every picture painted of this world is so bleak. It's insane. That's understandable. Yeah, I mean, there's only so much you can do with your brain in a day, and occasionally I'll get these things to pronunciation, but well, that's also a problem. I mean, you know, it's easy to do, well, easier obviously to do one at a time and sort of really focus on that. But you know, if you want to separate it out and spread along, you then just start getting really confused. I'm currently learning Japanese, which right now, I started learning Japanese in my teens, in theory. Because the idea was back then you could only get certain anime or mangas that were translated, and so all the ones that were translated would be generic shit. So my reasoning as a teenager was, well, if I learn Japanese, I'm not constrained by the language. I can broaden my horizons. Because, of course, all the stuff that gets translated is usually the stuff that goes via America, and they've got to sell it there. So it's either over-sexualized or it's over-violent, and some of that's fine, you know, depending on what it is. But it doesn't give you a feel of all that was available. So that was my reasoning at the time. Now, bearing in mind this was over 20 years ago, I still am not even conversational Japanese. I know bits and pieces, but if you wanted me to create a sentence, I'd be knackered. Because it doesn't stick. I can't hold on to it, and it's really complicated as well. It doesn't help that I struggle with English, let alone a language that's, as far as I'm concerned, backwards to me. Like, you know, having to get to the end of a sentence to understand how it starts is just it's just dumbfounding. But I'm not giving up. I know too much now to quit, but you know, I'm not that I know enough to actually get anywhere. So it's crazy. So yeah, that's why I stick with Duolingo. It does help. But it only helps me really learn the same bits over and over. But I really should push forward with it. But you get times when you're like, right, my brain is a sponge. I am a learning machine. I shall do this until I know better. And then, like, you know, 3 days later, you're, like you said, for some other reason, you're just completely burnt out. You're like, fuck it, I can't do this today. Like, I can't retain things. I can't say it. Whatever, it doesn't matter. You can only do so many things a day with your brain, but you can procrastinate an almost boundless amount of things at the same time. Exactly. I can ignore loads of stuff. 3 hydrates. You're trying to drown me, Dee Dee. Don't know anyone who speaks. There is that as well. A language is always easier when you're in, surrounded by it. Online conversation with native speakers at some platform. You can, but you know what always gets me is like, I always find that kind of stuff because I'm not a great socializer anyway. I find it slightly, I always find it even slightly nerve-wracking when I go to meet friends. Having to speak with... Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not going to sit here and pull the, oh, no, I'm scared of the outside kind of argument. I can deal with people if I have to, but the idea of just, having to speak a different language that I don't know with other people, I feel it's almost sort of I feel like it's a lot of pressure on me to try and do better. And maybe I'm not quite at that stage yet. Online Japanese pal who wants to learn English. Talking English to them while they rapidly reply in Japanese, sorry, because they're rapidly. It's fast learning if you only allow yourself to ask. The other language. Yeah, I mean, that's reasonable enough. Have to socialise. Well, that means I don't know exactly. Official language, not necessarily what people actually use. There is that. I mean, it comes out with some crazy stuff sometimes. The whole, the apple is on the fridge. And you're like, well, technically I might use that, but why the hell would I want to? Sometimes it isn't really practical. Anyway, sorry. 3 hydrates. Num num num. Thank you, Dee Dee. That was all at once, but it was a count of 6. 6 gulps, that is. So that's good enough for me. Current socialising is sending out daily gifts. Exactly. I just learnt this is my crocodile. And where isn't that useful? Actual voice speaking in English was 2.5 years ago. Really? See, that surprised me because your English is great. I mean, comparatively, if I tried to learn any language 2.5 years ago, I wouldn't be able to speak in it casually or conversationally. So that's really good. If you're not by talking often, then to me, you've got a better understanding. Do you know what always gets me? Oh, I would, of course, all those Russian crocodiles. And first, is swearing true? Wait, but they don't swear that much in porn. Wait, it's what always gets me is when there always seems to be a certain level. I worry about myself as well. When you get people who learn, obviously I only know this from this is my crocodile. that just sounds like a Pokemon. My crocodile. Go. What was I saying? Oh yeah, about when people are learning a language, they always seem to hit like a barrier, like a level. Now, obviously, I only know this from English, so because of course I don't speak other languages. But there always seems to be a point in obviously in English, but I assume every other language, when people get sort of conversational and they just stop. They're like, well, I can get by now. People know what I'm saying, so I'll just talk like this. And I always think that's such a shame because people don't. I understand it's difficult. I'm not saying it's easy, but even little by little, people should, they need to continue to push themselves, like better pronunciation or just, getting sort of little bits. Because the problem is the longer you stick with it, the more you're going to learn things wrong, essentially. Because you're going to be, sticking words in the wrong places and things like that. And I understand as well, English is really difficult for some people because it's not logical. Although the sentence structure makes logical sense to me. I understand a lot of the words are confusing because, they either sound the same or they're spelled the same and mean different things or, they're all over the place. But yeah, I think, and I try to be that person who gets a bit better, but I've got to get, somewhere to start with, I guess. Voice turn off your typing reading so long ago. Play it faster. Butcher the language really badly. We're speaking out loud. That's fine. That's fine. Again, most so long as people understand you, that's all right. But I guess I'm just, for want of everybody, just, don't stop trying to improve. That's all, The only thing is when we babbitt true. Least teaching languages. Exactly. That's the thing. You're picking up languages. You're trying to understand the world. You're not filled with all this other crap they're trying to shove in you. Why can't we learn more languages when we're children and then understand, you know, historical politics as we get older, rather than, you know, oh, well, we're going to fill you with a bunch of history that you have no concept of because you're only like 10 years old, and history for you is anything longer than 10 years, you know, which, you know, for some people isn't even, you know, getting you out of the bloody last recession we were in, you know. that's crazy. But in that 10 years, a child can learn a dozen languages if they're apt at it, you know. Some awful Russian heroin-based bathtub drug. Wait, hang on, sorry. This is my crocodile. It's some awful Russian heroin-based bathtub drug. Oh, it's got petrol in it. And I've said, right, I see. That's what crocodile is. Okay. I was wondering where it was going with that. Wine or beer? That's my language. Oh my god. And again, of course, languages that don't have the same, like, you know, alphabet. It's just a double layer of confusion. There, yeah. Oh, is that English efficient? Logical, but then from French, I guess it's an upgrade. Oh, really? Well, to be fair, we're built off of some French anyway, so, you know, but there's going to be some crossover, I guess, which might make some sense. Ancient times, they actually did an experiment to see if babies learned a language without anyone talking around them. The language they learned would be the true one. Oh no. These who've learned wrong is nigh impossible after... That's a, yeah. It's typed lowercase for me. I know it's I, not I, but decades now, it's just not... Well, that's a syntax thing, though. That's not grammatical or even... you know, it's not accurate, but no one's really gonna, well, it shouldn't pull you up on just, you know, putting a lowercase I there. It's not the end of the world. I mean, some people still do it just because they can't be bothered, so, you know, it's still the correct term, you know. Two babies sent out isolated only a sheep herder who was forbidden to talk. After many years, they were checked on, and they said a word which sounded a whole lot like sheep noise. Yeah. Talking sheep, I'll be impressed with the ending. There you go. Practice Swedish at IKEA. Exactly, yeah. Doubt they figured sheep noise as an option. Well, yeah. Oh my god. The point is, did they... Oh no, who's this? Did they understand the sheep? That's the true calling.
Hello?
What do you think you're doing, Kate? I wanted updates. I wanted results.
Boss, okay.
Certainly, Mr. Marson. We all do. Down on the ground, we're doing all we can, but there's no new developments.
Kate, I don't think you understand the urgency of this situation. Universal Toys are on my back and digging in. I can't hold them off much longer. You're putting the firm in a very tricky situation.
I am very sorry, but a slight mishap or two has meant that I've had to modify my mission temporarily.
Miss Walker, you're walking on a minefield here. I don't have to underline that this affair is Class A priority numero uno. Hot.
I am only too aware of that, Mr. Marson, and believe me, I am doing all I possibly can. But this mission is really no piece of cake.
You can have all the cake you want and eat it too when you get home. Next time I call you, I want something concrete, something solid. I want results. You understand? Results.
Yes, Mr. Marson.
Let's quit and tell him to shove it. Yeah, right this second, just head right back. Oh no, can you imagine having the flipping argument with the bloody train conductor? I want to go home, but I can't take you, Kate Walker. Like, fuck off and take me home, you son of a bitch. No, it's right, I'm not talking to you. Cat just looked up like, what? I'm trying to sleep. Do keep the swearing down. Exactly, we're not doing any of this. It's nothing to do with it. In fact, if anything, we're trying to fix the problem. Like you said, that damn old lady was an idiot. Fine, I'll live here. Oh, we've got a statue? Is it another automaton?
That is so beautiful.
Oh no, apparently it's just beautiful. Fine, okay. Can live with that. I burned a factory down. How's that for a result? Well, she talk reminds me of the fact that we don't have a way to know if female sheep are attracted to one another because their way of indicating such is stand still. What is that? How they tell a ram that there are? Is there a traction there? Well, I mean, I guess obviously there's like a. But they're just part of a flock, aren't they? So don't they have like that sort of cow herd kind of mentality? They don't really get to choose, do they? Isn't there just like, well, you know, they have a. I want a bone if female sheep stands still. Really? That's weird. Because I was just assumed, well, I mean, granted, they could run away, obviously, but I was assuming, well, just the ram got his chance and, you know, because he was the head of the flock or whatever. Much like a bull in a herd kind of thing. Interesting. I guess if no one's going to act on it, it is a pointless sort of language. Giving away sold things sounds like a cheap way to make expensive gifts. I hereby offer you Twitter. Oh, God, no. That's a white elephant if I've ever heard one. All right, where are we anyway? So we've got a way over there. We've got a thing over here. What's going on? Such a sheep thing to do. Faintly goes pretty confusing, true.
Good morning, sir.
Good day to you,
Stands still
ma'am,
forever.
and welcome to the Hotel Kronsky. I don't expect you've made a reservation, have you? Well,
They could still
no
stand still
matter.
next to each
We've
other.
got a few rooms left with a sea view.
Maybe that's
By
all they
far
want
the
from it.
best on offer.
Well,
Excuse me.
actually, I wasn't counting on staying in Arrowbad.
I see. It's like that then. So, what can I do for you?
It's like that then. Hi. God, what are we doing here? Oh, we have to find the woman.
I want to meet someone who lives here.
God, that's it. Yeah.
That's very inconvenient. None of my
Tragedy level
customers
ironic,
said they were
yeah.
expecting someone. You can't just turn up like that. We've got a very strict policy. In this day and age, the hotel ain't too open to impromptu
Nina.
visits from any Tom, Dick, or Harry.
Please, I absolutely must speak with her. It's very important.
If it was that important, all you had to do was ring the hotel. People come here to rest, you see, to get away from the world, which ain't turning so good these days.
Ain't
Don't let
turning?
me keep you. Good day to you, ma'am.
Why does he
Honestly,
sound so
if
uptight?
I could have
That says-
called, I would have called, but I couldn't. So please, can you bend the rules just a little, sir?
Ma'am, in this hotel, we don't bend nothing for no one. With respect.
Elite French cuisine. Well, thank you for semi-lurking. Issues finding rams attracted to rams. Their actions are far more active. Well, exactly. Yeah, that would be that. So that if there's always one that takes an action on it, the one that doesn't is never going to get anywhere. It's very Hotel California. His English isn't. Yeah, like he sounds upper class, but then uses words like "ain't." That's a bit. It's a bit off.
Could you tell me if a certain Hans Vorarlberg has ever been here?
On a spa holiday?
Yes, that's it.
I'm sorry, but our hotel register
Oh,
is
bullshit.
strictly
It's a
confidential.
hotel register, for Christ's sake.
Come on, please. It's not like it's a state secret you're telling me here.
And if I just let you consult our register, what am I?
Oh,
gonna
I
get out of
see.
it?
My eternal gratitude?
It's confidential
That's
unless
just
you
what I was
pay.
expecting. Adieu, as the French say, madame.
Let me introduce myself. I'm Kate Walker. I'm a lawyer sent by a major American law firm to take care of a delicate inheritance case.
Ah, very pleased to meet you, Miss Walker. Felix Smetana at your service. I'm the receptionist of this establishment.
You get to wake up, exactly.
Between you and me and the brick wall, I often play the role of general manager here, too.
Smetana.
These days, the place
What name is that?
ain't what it used to be.
This
saying ain't.
hotel is truly incredible, though. It's kind of sumptuous in an old-fashioned way.
Sumptuous?
You should see how sumptuous our suites are. For more than a whole century, they have accommodated some of the world's greats. Would you like to take one?
No, it's okay, thank you. I'm not staying. I've got to get away. I'm expected.
Right. Well, in that case, I don't see what I can do for you.
Okay.
Well, thanks anyway.
At your service, ma'am.
Yeah, splendid and expensive looking. The banquet was a sumptuous, luxurious meal. Yeah. So full of sumpt. Sumpt. Very something. Is any of this? Interactive. No. There's him, obviously. Where the hell do we go then? Wait, I click it. Oh, it's all the same exit. Okay. Ah, okay. Ooh, excuse me, yawning, sorry. Ooh. No, that didn't do anything. Okay. Tuck's into bed. I got to bed. It's 1 in the afternoon. But thank you, though. Oh, is it just going to close them again? Okay, I'll open him again in a second. Maybe he will. Yeah, maybe he will, actually. Maybe we could go find an aerial somewhere. We've got to open this, so we might as well leave it open. That's got to be the state of things, you know. Boss makes far more sense of a factor in how long... Yeah. 1 PM already. It is. Yeah. It is indeed. Well, 2 minutes too, but yeah. Okay. There's that way. I love the look on this statue's face, looking at something in her hand, just like, what the hell is this? Like you just... What the hell? Hello? Is that the bell? Is that what that is? Oh, because the right. Jeez, I thought you'd fallen over.
Yes,
Quick, run the place. Yeah.
Yes, go!
Exactly. I could look at the register right this second. Is this the bell? Is it going to make it? No. It's going to make him talk to us. I'm sure that's what that is. I had a bowl. What happened to my bowl? Yeah. Well, it's like you've just given her a plate of something and she doesn't quite understand what it is. So she's just like looking at it like, okay. I don't know why that's so funny. Happened to our companion.
Door's locked.
What the
I've still got to get in there.
the annoying train driver. He's still in the train because he's right. So this is the train pulled up into the station that was next to a mine, and the mine had closed.
Attack!
And the hands were stolen. Yes, exactly. He's still missing the hands because they're on the organist, and we can't get them back until we get the opera singer, who is here, to go back and be with the guy who loves her, you know, because he's fucking mental.
Attack! Attack!
It'd be one of those expensive armless balls. Okay. So maybe... So, right, because there's a statue there in the fountain. Let's over this way. See what's going on. You're too much of a coward to murder a man no one was... Exactly. Exactly. Ooh. Oh, I can't read that, which is annoying. I'd like to read it, just because I don't understand it. Told him to attack, kill him. Wait, what? We could bring the train here?
I don't need to do that.
Wait a second. What is... So this is the next stage, but we can't... We had to get here with the balloon? Yeah, well, yeah, exactly. He's just crazy. All he wants from her is to sing more. Because he's a stalker. Excuse me. Okay. This is so weird. So we can actually get the train here? Oh, wait, hang on. Have we got... We do have a screwdriver, but there's nothing to use it on. But maybe we can now... Why did we open this curtain? I don't get it. I was hoping like we could go turn on a light or something and it would blind him and he'd go, "Ah, curses, I cannot see my telly," or something like that. Okay. Phantom's help. See. Which bit of a bring her back via train. Yeah. So maybe she's like, "Oh, I'll go with you, but I have to get the train
I'm sorry to
here."
disturb you again,
We
but
go
I've
back, bring the
absolutely
train.
got to meet Madame Romansky.
Don't even think about it. Any way into this hotel is bolted.
Why are you telling me that?
I'd never have
No
noticed
reason.
Christine as a ballet
Like
girl.
that, just in case you feel like
Singing,
walking
yeah.
in and rummaging about. The
Fixes
times
TV.
are
That's what we're
changing, ma'am,
thinking, but I
and
can't
we've had to
interact with the
introduce
telly.
a security system. Keep out unwanted visitors as sure as we keep out
A
the sand
security
and the
system.
salt, if you get my drift.
No.
Yeah, of course. Well, thanks again for your warmth and hospitality. Usually I travel on this fantastic mechanical train. Haven't I seen some kind of a station here? Is it possible to arrive here by train then?
Of course it is. What were you suggesting? If I'm not very much mistaken, that's your air balloon I see getting blown to shreds in the hotel garden.
Oh yeah, the airship. That's a bit different. I just borrowed that to make the round-trip journey to Arrelbad.
Whatever. You better think about getting it off there, and quick. With that contraption on my lawn, some of my clientele might have a relapse.
Relapse of what? Thinking? I think we've asked... maybe-
Sir, I really could use your help.
I'm sorry, ma'am, but my helping hand only serves my hotel guests.
Well, let me just say that by helping me out, you'd also be helping out one of your very own guests.
Ma'am, I'm not to be wound around anyone's little finger. You hear?
Okay, hang on. I
It's a
haven't asked
real
him about
shame
this.
that there aren't any guests at your hotel.
We had our moment of glory, but now it's all in the past. That's all.
Doesn't it make you sad?
Why should it? Once upon a time I met the greatest of the great. Now I got my memories. Sweet memories.
And sweet memories. Kind of remember what he said about hands.
I want to meet someone who lives here.
That's very inconvenient. None of my customers said they were expecting someone. You can't just turn up like that. We've got a...
Please, I absolutely...
If it was that important, all you had to do was ring the hotel. People come here to rest, you see.
Honestly, if I could have called, I would have called, but...
Ma'am, in this hotel...
Well,
Okay.
thanks...
At your service.
Just... okay. Not seeing anything I can interact with. See, I can talk to him again to reopen the dialogue. It doesn't look like it has a cabled signal, so there's not an aerial to affect, it's just on the top. Stab it with a screwdriver. Stab him with a screwdriver. No, okay. Bottle of vodka? No, okay. This does just open the dialogue again, right?
I'm sorry to disturb you again, but...
Don't even think about it.
Why are you...
No reason.
Yeah,
Yeah, okay, no. Okay.
well,
At your...
Right, okay, that's all of that. Okay. Hydrate. Thank you very much. Thank you. Hello. What are you doing? What's the matter? Grumble. What are you doing, eh?
Attack! Attack! Attack!
Oh, I thought this wasn't a thing. Well hydrated, help best whatever ill you have caught. Make him leave the... Maybe? Maybe I can just smack him with a mop. I didn't realise I could open this door. I could have sworn I tried something before and nothing happened. Oh no. We're not going to... Oh, we could throw soap in the thingy outside, in the fountain. And with the windows open, with the curtains open, I should say, he can see it. That will be what that is. Okay. We're on a roll. Hello, cat. What's the matter? What do you want? You're right. So making him leave the desk is what we're doing. Oh, man, he's just doing his job and not the creepy stalker. Will have it. Yeah, sure. So he can't... He's staring away at the telly, don't worry. Dum-de-dum-de-dum. Casually, see nothing here. It's fine. Hello. Oop. Oh, no. The fountain. She be frothy. Oh, it's a revolving door. I was like, what the hell is that noise?
Sir?
You again? You're beginning to really overstep the mark. I warn you, one more and I'm going to... But what the hell's going on over there? Why is it me gets hell to pay when there's already too much work to do?
You're doing sod all. The place is empty and you're sat watching telly. Okay, if it'll let us, we'll close the curtains this time to make sure he can't see us through the window. Rob the place! Yeah, exactly. Ugh. Somehow it turned off the fountain. Wasn't it spraying over still? Oh, I'm moving my mouse and you can't see it. Never mind. Wait, hang on. Go out this way. Let's just close the curtains. Dum-de-dum-de-dum. Nothing to see here. Right, okay, so we've got the book. Let's just make sure we're not going to miss anything else we can maybe pick up. It's just this bit, okay. Le button. Steal that. Oh, okay, read it. Oh my god, okay. Edenor Hotels. The Edenor Hotel Group is a hotel chain with a long tradition. The first Edenor was opened in Paris in 1928. Now we have prestigious hotels located in the historic centres of each European capital. Each establishment is unique and housed in former palaces, mansions and stately homes, restored to their former glory and converted into luxury hotel apartments. Edenor hotels are ideally located for capital city exploration. You may discover the beauty of our nation's architectural heritage while enjoying our high-quality accommodation and first-class service. I don't have the breath for this. Your total comfort is guaranteed. Your stay in an Edenor hotel will be much more than a stopover. The charm of each location with its period atmosphere will leave you with lasting and moving memories. Furthermore, our gourmet chefs are on hand to offer guests the finest of traditional cuisine from the host capital. We have 15 3- to 5-star establishments to our name, spread throughout Europe. Ooh, got a number here. Oh my god, do we have to remember this number? Hang on. Did I... Oh my god. Where's my book? I completely forgot about my notebook. No, not Ripper. Syberia, here we go. I'll write this number down in case I need it. Right. 4 6 4 336. I think. 33643. 3643. Okay, cool. Nice, nice, nice. Where'd your tail? There we go. Meh. The weirdest little noise. Yeah, I know. Interesting. Right, so... Okay. So we can find a phone. We can ring him here. Is this it? Because this one would be it. Wait, hang on. So where are we supposed to be? Arrelbad. Interesting, okay. Anyway, there's this. Okay. God, she could zoom in. Where are we looking for? Resident code, status, departure. That's client name is some Romansky. Day visitor. There's an access card. Okay. Romansky again. Hang on. When was she last here? Oh, resident. So it just stays there. Again, I can't. Helena Romansky. She arrived in 81 and hasn't left. But her resident code is 1210? My word. Okay. There's a lot of horns in that football game. Or 1270. That's what I was thinking. Do you know what? You're right, because this one underneath, this is definitely a 1. And it looks different. You're right, that's a 7. Thank you. 1270. See, I put little lines through my 7s, just so I can determine the fact that it's not an odd 1. There we go. Try to spec. Oh, sorry, I was too busy reading. Would reserve a route, maybe. Try to keep through the internet. I gave him a couple of little noogies in there. He's run away because I was moving the chair too much. Let's just sit on the arm of the chair. Like, that's a good place to be. I've got nowhere to put my arms. Food is cooking, and confused as to why there is cheering crowd background noise and a hotel reservation book screen. Yeah, we found the reservation for the woman. That opens the door. Nice. Okay. The cheering is coming from the television set, which the concierge was watching, just there, and it happened to be particularly noisy in our ear. Does she have 2 entries? Yeah, the first entry is a day visit, and so she only had an access card, and then the second entry was a resident, and so she had a code. Clunk. Makes more sense. I was thinking it was maybe mishearing wind or something. No, yeah, it was just a really obnoxiously loud football game on the telly. Okay, we're making progress. Right, that's the way out that way. Okay, there's that way. There's this way. Let's go left. Always go left first. Oh, an automated wheelchair and a bath. The frig is this?
Hello
place?
there.
Good afternoon, miss.
Oh my god, it talks.
Are you the hotel barman?
My name is James, miss. James, the automaton nurse. I am not a barman.
I'm sorry. I didn't want to upset you.
If you don't mind, miss, I would appreciate it if you would just be a little more rigorous in the terms you employ in the future.
I don't take backsash from automatons, mate. Or parts neither. You're right. I didn't see whether one day turned into a resident. I didn't sort of twig that, but that could have been what happened. She turned up from one day and went, screw it, I'll stay. Maybe. Washing a wheelchair and she assumes gives booze. Yeah. I can understand. There is that, I guess, but he's also... I mean, you're right. I wouldn't have looked at him and gone, he's a barman, but still. You'd have a little less of an attitude.
I'm looking for Madame Romansky. Do you know where she is?
3:30 to 4:30 p.m., Madame Romansky takes her daily constitutional on the pier. Tea is served at 5 o'clock sharp.
Is it possible to go see her?
As you wish, but do pay attention to the salt wind.
Okay. What time is it now? I assume she's out on her constitutional.
Can you take me to Helena Romansky?
Not at this hour, miss. Madam will still be watching the sea at the end of the pier.
So?
Madam knows perfectly well that during this season I don't go down to the pier. My wheelwork goes dicky under the double corrosive action of the salt and sand winds. Listen, you can hear them sweeping up and down the beach and out to sea. We call it the salt wind here. It'll drive us all crazy one of these days.
Come on. Just make a little effort.
No, I'll stay here and make ready for Madame in case she needs me. She can be so unpredictable, such violent swings of mood.
Blimey. No idea how many people I had to deal with assuming every time someone gives booze, and I was true, I guess, yeah. Maybe this was just the thing. Do you know?
I'm going, James. See you later, maybe.
It would be a pleasure to see you again, miss.
Would it? I can't help but feel, as amazing as his automata apparently are, he needs to work on the weatherproofing. Because this is apparently like the worst place ever to just... What is this? Can I just go behind the bar? Is that what that means? Why? Why am I here?
I don't need to use this console. Not yet.
Oh, because I can use this later at some point. Okay. Great. Good to know. Seriously, give your robots at least plastic coverings to let them expose. Exactly. It's just in this location, the amount of oh, the chair's fallen over. The amount of poor weather that they can't interact with. It's crazy. Darn
it! That doesn't work. Just as I thought.
Just as you thought? It wasn't a 1, was it?
Doesn't look like that
No,
works.
okay, just double checking. Why? Oh, okay.
That door is locked.
Absolutely said 12. Yeah, 1270. It definitely was. Okay. Keep going around. Maybe there's a path somewhere that'll give us more information. Oh, that water does look nice, though. Robot condom! Yeah. Always go out with protection. It's perfect. Keep the water, yeah, uber clean. Oh, Jesus. Okay. Cat jumping on the windowsill. I thought you'd knock something over. Oh, wait, what's this? Yoink. Okay. Bit random, but sure. Right, okay. Okay, let's try around this way then. Avoid awkward squeaking. Ooh. No, not out the door. Ah. Random stuff. What we got here? Holding if I ever saw one, yeah. Ooh, Kronsky 0968. Okay. Temporary access held 0968. So what's the resident code for then? If it's nothing to do with a Kronsky Hotel. Crazy name. If it doesn't get you out the door. Or is this her code? No. This looks like a bathhouse. Changing room. Just double check these lockers. No, nothing going on. Okay. Dog who is where? Maybe? We'll just do the loop. Oh my god, it's from these two. Okay.
I'm sorry to disturb you.
Just down the garden, feed the squirrels and crows, and the rain is cold. It's raining? I'll close the curtains, I didn't realise.
I can see that I'm disturbing you.
Hey, no, checking two moves. Maybe I'll squeeze him with my bishop instead.
I hadn't considered that, to be honest. I wasn't looking for anyone else.
Bishop.
Okay, I wouldn't like to disturb you any longer.
I don't like seeing two men in baths talk so much about squeezing. Very weird. What is this here? Do we put booze in the water? No, okay. No, okay. So right now we have nothing to go in there. We put more soap in it. Don't like to see too many baths. Well, fair enough. It wouldn't show up, no, but it'd be hilarious just to, I don't know, give people alcohol scrubs or something. I'd like to see them take bathing seriously. No, still not that. Still not that. Okay. So that can bubble for some reason. Just leave that doing its thing. The alternative is stinky. Well, exactly. Yeah. I guess you don't. I mean, you don't have to see them in the bath, but. So what is this icon like? What is this access area? Is this into the water or just round the corner? Right, it's just a change of round the corner. Okay. Cool, okay. Well, let's use this code to go out and speak to the woman. I'm sure that's what it is. Don't mind me just running past. Hello, James. Just don't want to see it. That's fair enough, yeah. What's this? 0968, okay. Eee. We're geniuses, I tells you. Is this a gas mask? What the hell? It's so fun to be out here. It's like an all-body chemical peel. What the fuck? And is that... What time is that? Is that... It looks like it's somewhere... It looks like it's about 2:30, except the minute hand's in the wrong place. So everything just gets scoured by salt and sand. Oh, what a lovely, lovely view. Do lawn work. Yeah, exactly, yeah. We'll see what's over there in a minute. Pretty fake cold. Yeah, exactly.
Madame Romansky? Madame Helena Romansky?
Who are you? What do you want?
I'm sorry to disturb you, ma'am. My name's Kate Walker. I've come on behalf of Frank Malkovich.
Ah, Malkovich, the old son of a gun. Are you one of his relatives?
Not exactly. He's a good friend of my mother's. He told me you might be here in Arrowbad. I'm American, a
You don't say.
lawyer.
To what do I owe your visit? You have come so far. It must be important.
It must be.
Indeed it is. I have very
for the
delicate
look.
and pressing business to attend to. I have just left...
Later, my dear, later. I have a slight headache. This hotel mask, they pinch so. I have to go in. Please, could you be so kind as to call my valet?
Your valet, of course.
Okay. Ah.
You back here again? How dare you show your damn face round here?
Where'd he get his
out
mask?
here immediately.
Please. I absolutely must find...
Miss Romansky. Oh, yes. I'm sorry. She managed to lie her way in here. Don't matter how vigilant you are, there's
Don't
always
matter
one.
how.
But it won't happen again. She'll be out on her ear before you can say, I hope she hasn't upset you too much.
Oh, Felix, stop being such a grizzly bear. This woman is my guest.
She's your guest, but that ain't possible. This vandal didn't even know you 3 hours ago.
Be quiet, Felix, before you offend someone.
Miss Romansky, please. This maniac turned up earlier and tried to wreck the fountain. If it wasn't for the...
I said enough, Felix. Please treat Miss Walker with the respect befitting one of my friends. Don't touch and don't swear. Have I made myself clear, Mr. Smetana?
Smetana.
Yes, yes, crystal clear, Madam Romansky. Please do accept my humble apologies.
Very good, Felix. You may go now.
These masks. Right, anyway, as we were. Humble my ass, exactly. What is over here? Oh, he's down to the water? Completely pointless. Thank you again, Diddy. You're right, I really actually don't drink enough. This water bottle being a... Oh, well, I mean, not this... The bottle itself, not the water in it, but it does sit around for too long. Sometimes I get to the end of the day and go, wow, I've barely touched it. I drown the illness. I'm not that ill. I'm fine now, but I'll take more water anyway. The cold has basically got... I mean, well, the cold is gone. I had that like 2 weeks ago? Week and a half, whatever. But I am still a bit snuffly today for some reason, but I don't know why. Run down crap shack. It is. It is. I don't get it. Oh, wait. Hang on. Take the mask off. I wonder what would happen if I tried to go through. She'd be like, oh, I can't do this with the mask on. Yeah, you can. You can. And just walk everywhere with the mask on now. It's better for you.
Hello there.
Good afternoon, miss.
I like his voice better than... oh, what's his... Oscar? That's the one. This was Sierra Screen Death Screen. Yeah, Sierra Game Death Screen. Hello.
Do you know Madame Romansky well?
I have been in Madam's service since my inception.
So you must have seen a thing or two. That must have been amazing to take care of such a great lady on all her journeys, be a part of all her recitals.
I was but a twinkle in my creator's eye. Madam required my services shortly after her arrival here at the Hotel Kronsky.
Yes, yeah. Sorry, I see what you're saying. Yeah.
Do you know Madame...
I was...
Right, okay.
I'm looking for Madame...
3:30?
Is it...
As you...
Can you take me to...
Not...
So?
Madam... No.
Come on.
No.
I thought he was the... I thought he was the valet.
Well, I'm going, James. See you...
It would be a pleasure to see you.
Go back, no problem. Wait, I'm confused. We haven't really had anyone else to speak to. Where's the valet then? If that's not... Have we got to come out and speak to her again? I will do to rule out possibilities, but it's bloody long-winded. I didn't think after the conversation we would have to speak to her again. Because what are the other options? There's the guy at the front desk, he's not the valet, and she was just talking to him. Surely the valet is the guy with the wheelchair, but he won't come if we ask about her, or the help, or the mission. Let's just rule out talking to her again and see what it says. I mean, I guess it did stand us there with the opportunity to say again, but I didn't see why we would need to.
Madam Romansky?
So, is James coming or isn't he? Don't tell me you haven't called him yet. Oh, my poor head. Please, ring for my valet. We will continue this conversation inside.
Ring for him? Wait, am I missing a lever or something somewhere? I don't need to ring for him. I can literally go and talk to him. So much going on here. I can't actually tell what's artwork and what isn't. I'm not seeing anything that suggests ringing. No buttons? Okay. We're calling from where she is. Well, that's what I was thinking, because that makes more sense, but I couldn't see anything interactive there. And since I can just run back, I was like, well, what, you know, or she wouldn't be left. Well, yeah. Hang on, help her get inside. There is apparently a bell near her with a chain on it. He's called James. Yes, he is, yeah. Oh, wait, this is a magnifying glass? That's a bell. Right, so this little stand thingy is a bell. See, when she stands next to the bell, I can see it better, because like the darker tone of her trousers actually makes it easier to see. But I couldn't make out the bell shape. Right, so like this one. But there's no bell.
Doesn't look like that works.
Oh my god, you friggin' sucker, friggin'. Okay, we have a screwdriver, we have pliers, or chain bolt cutters or whatever. We moved the bell, although this is gonna screw her over next time she's out here. She's like, "Where's the bell?" I couldn't see the magnifying glass on this because I'm blind. Okay, screwdriver. No, okay. Bolt cutters. No, okay. Oh, just take the bell. Oh my god, okay. Jesus. Jeez Louise. I guess at least if it's not screwed on, you can just take it with you. Just give her the bell at the end of it. Take that back with you next time. My god. It's a marathon just up and down this pier. Hello? Boob shot. No, not the boobs. Okay. Gah. Double boobs, no. Oh my god, it's 20 to 2. Just coming up. Okay, well, We'll see if we can get James out there, and then we'll save and finish. James, you twat. Get over here. Ooh.
James, what are you waiting for? Don't tell me you didn't hear the bell this time.
The bell did indeed ring, but it is very windy outside, isn't it?
Yeah, it is a bit gusty. But what's that got to do with it?
Madam doesn't understand. She says an automaton doesn't need protection, but my insides don't like the salty wind.
Yeah.
I'm afraid to go out, you know.
And if you wore my mask to protect you against assault, would that help?
Oh, most certainly.
How would that help? He's talking about it getting inside him. He doesn't breathe. He can close his mouth indefinitely. Surely it just gets in all the gears and such. Game, exactly. I know.
Katie Pooh.
Oh,
So,
God.
have you met her yet? This Helena person?
Where are we
What-
getting
what's she
reception
like?
from?
Does she remember Frank?
Hi, Mom. Yeah, sure. I met her, and yeah, she's living in Arrowbad. You can thank Frank for me again.
I'll remember too, honey. So, what's Arrowbad like? Maybe Frank can take me there one day.
It's this seaside resort, Ma, but it isn't what it used to be. You'd be real disappointed.
Maybe you're right. So, when are you coming home? Is that mission all over then?
Not really, Ma. I still haven't
Ma.
found the heir I'm looking for to wrap up the case. Helena Romansky's a kind of detour here.
Listen, Munchkin, I get the distinct impression that you're being led up the garden path. Why don't you just come home, tell your boss this heir just doesn't exist, that you've done all you can, et voila.
It's called
You want me to
ethics,
call
Mother.
him for you?
Ma, please, don't get
Right?
involved.
Yeah, true, they're
Looking
very
for Hans
lovely.
Varlberg is what I'm being paid
It's not
for.
Errol bad.
But I also just want to find him for myself.
Honestly, you're just as stubborn as your father. Don't complain that your mother didn't warn you.
Don't worry, I won't.
You know, it's always the other parent's fault when they don't like it. Go on, yeah, exactly. Right, okay. Here we are. We get to talk to so-and-so. But first of all, we get to save. Did that save? Yeah, it did. Nice. Oh, right, and that's going to be us. Well, where are we? We've got to tab out. Yeah, there we are. How else am I going to build my billable hours? Yeah, exactly. It likes from me. Every trait I dislike is from the other parent. Oh, exactly. Yeah, yeah. That's how it works generally. Apparently, anyway. But yeah, so thank you everybody. Just looking. Who is on? There is. Voozler is playing Ratchet and Clank 2. Is someone playing Death Stranding? Kind of in the middle of that. I'm gonna have to sort of drop and go anyway. Thank you for the stream. No, thank you. So I guess you know what, we'll drop into the Voozler. I shall just hand you over for some Ratchet and Clanky fun, and we'll go from there. So thank you everybody for dropping in. It's been great to see you all. I hope you all had fun in some way. And yeah, there's still... I don't know how much more there is of Syberia, but it's still going. Apparently I'm somewhere around about 12 hours in, so probably about 14 by now. Craziness. But yeah, thank you everybody for dropping by. The plan is, again, more Ripper, Thursday or Friday. I can't really commit to the days because sometimes it just sort of clashes with other things, but I try to get, you know, we'll try for, you know, a second time in the week at some point, and we'll go from there. Yeah. So it's been great. I've had good fun. It's been lovely chatting to you all again. So thank you for coming back, and yeah, we'll do that. So let's start the whatchamacallit. What's the? Got to get the things correct. Here we are. What is that emote? Oh, yeah, thank you. Oh god. How is he spelled again? He's underscore at the end. Okay. Underscore. There we go. Ready to create it. Excellent. There we go. Right. Okay. So yeah, thank you everybody Thank you for dropping by, and yeah, take care of yourselves. Have a good day or night, depending on where you are, what you're doing. And we'll be back sometime, hope in the not too distant future. I know I say that every time, but you know, should all be sort of in some kind of thing. We run. Oh god, of course, Twitter and everything fell apart at the time I'd been away. So I am there if you need updates on what's happening. I'm on Mastodon as well. Not that anybody else is, but you know, I never bothered moving to Threads because it was couldn't be bothered personally. But anyway, I'm around if you need me. You know, to find out what's going on. Otherwise, just you know, keep an eye out for the going lives, and we'll be back whenever. So yeah, thanks everybody. Take care of yourselves. Thank you for the GG, and I will hand you over. Yeah, I'll see you. A mammoth. Yes, yeah, the Mammoth app. That's what it is. Mastodon. Yeah. They don't have all the other Power Ranger types, unfortunately. But that's cool. Mastodons are okay. Anyway, Jesus, if I can remember my buttons for all the things. So yeah, thank you everybody. Take care of yourselves. See you later. Groovy emotes. Bye everyone. Take care. Bye. 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 Bye.